This is Jonathan for Drain Doctor. We are at 682 High Street. Job number is 14437A. This is a CCTV for quoting. I'm down 50 meters, so 150 feet from the camera reel. We are in the sewer drain. Now, as you can see, this sewer drain is actually holding. I believe this is where it drops down onto the council main. So I believe we're right out in High Street there. I am unable to locate this as it is raining, so I can get footage. So we've just gone from vertical to horizontal again. There's our bend, but yeah, I'm unable to locate as it is bucketing down, but I will record the entire drain and all the faults. So even right there where it drops vertically, we've got a minor dislodgement, minor negative dislodgement. You can just see that. Some of the solids are actually gathering there. So it's 100mm earthenware is the pipe material. You should bear with me a moment. Just going to go grab something. Right, here we go again. Another minor positive dislodgement there. Some minor tree root intrusion there at 135 feet. Slight misalignment, it's not too bad. So here at 130 feet, some more tree root intrusion and a slightly dislodged joint. That's at 128 feet, some more tree root intrusion. Some more tree root intrusion, that's at 126 feet. So that's basically every joint. More tree root intrusion at 124, again next joint upstream. More tree root intrusion, the next joint upstream as well, and a slight dislodgement or misalignment of the joint there. We are at 120 feet right now, so 40 meters. Another slight misalignment with tree root intrusion coming through. Again, we've got a crack. You can see the crack running from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock. And it looks like there's some hairline cracking from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock as well. The bottom of the pipe seems okay there, but there is tree root intrusion coming through. You've got some damage to the side of the pipe there. We have more tree roots coming through this joint here, very minor. We have some more damage to the side of the pipe there. We are at 115 feet. That has been cut out. You can see how much tree root intrusion there is in this joint, and it is slightly misaligned, potentially with some hairline cracking at 9 o'clock. I'd say that these tree roots are going to be major, just looking at the density in the left-hand side of the joint there. Some very minor tree roots growing in at about 2 o'clock there. We have a cleaning eye that is at 110 feet. Good shot of that. I would mark it, but like I say, it is bucketing down and I do not want to get the locator out. If this rain eases up before I'm finished, I'll get back down there and see if I can mark access points. Another slightly misaligned joint there. And that one's again slightly misaligned, but it's not too bad. We have a positive dislodgement there, maybe about 10%. We have another crack here from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock. You can see it pretty clearly on that top quarter there. And tree root intrusion coming through that joint as well. That was at 100 feet, so 33 meters. I got some cracking going on here. See, it starts about there, and pardon me. Some monitor. Starts there at 3 o'clock and at, was it on the right hand side too? So it looks like we've got some stress cracking on the right hand side there. 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You can see those three cracks coming up to the joint there. I can't tell about the bottom, but that section of pipe is not in good shape. That is at, one moment, it's at 98 feet. Slight open joint there. See that on the left hand side. Again, we've got a slight positive dislodgement there. And that's at 94 feet. Another slight dislodgement there. Good shot of that. Okay, so we've just lost all of our measurements. So this was at 90 feet, I believe, so 30 meters. So I'm going to have to do it in retrospect, so bear with me. So we've got some tree roots there, some major cracking. Get a really good shot of that. I'll grab some photos of that too. Just some extra. Just going to take a photo, bear with me. Alright, so we've got that. Let's grab one on my phone as well. Again, that's at 30 meters, sorry. Another slight positive dislodgement there. Slight misalignment there. Another slight misalignment there. We've got a cleaning eye there, so that's going to be at 27 meters, roughly. Another misaligned joint there. Another misaligned joint there. So we're at 25 meters now. Cleaning eye there. 22 meters. One of these has got to be a crack, and I think it's going to be this. I think that there's actually cracked pipe, and then that's the joint. So that one here will be the joint for the junction there, for the square junction cleaning eye. This will be a crack, break in the pipe, and I believe that is another joint. So we get a shot of that too. That joint there, slightly misaligned. We've got some minor tree roots here. So what's that? Is that 22 meters? We've got a hairline crack you can just see there. I think that might be some tree roots starting to grow on at 12 o'clock there. It's likely full circumferential, but I can't see it at the moment. Just because the pipe's got a bit of yucky still on there. Slightly misaligned pipe there. Right, we're at 20 meters. We've got a slight positive dislodgement, open joint with tree roots coming through. We have a hole in the top of the pipe, which was likely an access point made by a previous plumber. Just a good old hole in the top. And that is at, what is that at? That's at 20 meters, roughly. We've got a full circumferential pressure crack there. Slightly misaligned joint there. We've got another cleaning eye there, which is at, what's that, 50 feet, so around 15 meters. Slightly misaligned joint there. Slightly misaligned joint there. Again, slightly misaligned joints. That one's more than slight, but everything seems to be running straight over the top. We'll just watch those motes for a second, see if they actually run out laterally, which they don't seem to be. That's good. There's some tree roots on the left hand side, coming in at 8 o'clock. That was at 15 meters. Slightly misaligned joint there, positive misalignment, and it looks as though, like judging on the left hand side of the screen, starting at 3 o'clock there, I believe we have a crack which is curling up onto the top side of the pipe there. You can just make it out there. So it's from 3 to 12, or even to 1 o'clock. Goes past the top of the pipe. A slight misalignment in the joint there. Another access point made. There's another hole that is at 12 metres. Then we've got another full circumferential pressure crack with tree root intrusion. You can see that right there pretty clearly, and a dislodgement on the actual joint itself. Another slight misalignment there. So we have another hole in the pipe. You can see that. And we've got a pretty bad dislodgement here. Make sure I get a photo of all of that. One moment. Excellent, and that is at 11 metres. Pardon me. We have a junction coming in there. You see that at the top, and even the top of that junction looks to have moved. We have a Y junction coming in from the right, and again that junction appears to have moved. We have, what is that? Some scummy growth stuff. There's either a hole or another junction there. I cannot be sure just by looking at it. I'm more inclined to think it's a hole than anything else. Let's see another shot on the pullback so we get some perspective. Yeah, I think that's another hole, and that's at, so I think it's about 17 feet from where I am. So coming around, we change from earthenware to PVC. Come around here where we have another Y junction, which should be an inspection, but that is definitely a Y junction. Pulling around that again, so another 45-degree bend, which is just a bend, not an inspection. Still in 100mm PVC. Or did we just change? I think we might have just changed there, PVC to earthenware. And I think I'm looking at cracks. I think it's like one crack right there, just below that speck, low left of the screen at about 7 o'clock. I believe there's another crack there. Full circumferential. I think there's two pressure cracks right there. It's hard to make out with all that fat though. Oh, sorry, that was at, to give you a distance from this hole, 4 metres, I believe, from the inspection that I've entered. Slight misalignment there. Actually pretty hard to look at the moment. Misalignment in the pipe there. Potentially a crack there on the top left. It's pretty filthy. Sorry, the last measurement I gave you was not 4 metres, it was actually 7 metres, so just had to quickly do the math in my head. Because we're now at 3 metres. What have we got there on the left hand side? Just some cobwebs, I think, and some scum. We have a slight positive dislodgement there. Slight positive dislodgement there. Slight positive dislodgement there. It's not much, but you can just see the camera jump up over it. And there's our dislodgement. You see the camera head dropping down a little bit. Joint looks okay, from what I can tell. Alright, we're about to pull back into the inspection. You see a Y junction there. Again, it's a Y junction. So we're just pulling up into the inspection. You've got the junction for the terminal vent there. So I'll just pull out and give you a shot of where I filmed from. Just clean the camera here to touch. So we have a gully trap here. We've got the terminal vent there, through the roof. We've got the inspection for the gully. There's my truck. There's number 84. The house you can see there with the palm tree is number 84. We're under the carport, obviously. There's the driveway behind me. I'll stop recording here and get the footage to the yard. Again, I was unable to actually locate any points because it was bucketing down. And so I'll get the footage up to Ian.